Howdy, y'all. Welcome back. And I think for the first time in probably this campaign, maybe several campaigns, I'm pretty sure I know what episode we're on. It's episode 10. And said it so confidently, I'm, I'm probably going to realize I'm wrong when I go back to upload all this. But, anyways, I digress. We are here. We're getting in the late summer of, or I guess we're in midsummer of 62. But it is going to come to an end in about 6 weeks. But the campaign season will continue through the end of November. We had a pair of good battles, including a victory out here in the not the west, but west of the Appalachians, and yeah, the last one of the big tasks we left ourselves with was to get a third corps lined up here, and we're gonna do that. Yes, yes, with our typical 3-division model, and we'll. Yeah, I was a little underwhelmed here about with who we had, but we'll go with whatever we see. Actually, we'll start at the bottom this time, so that we're not always taken from the same states and just completely depleting them. And let's see who else. Wisconsin can give us a division, My goodness. Oh, actually, almost good. But we're not going to take that. And West Virginia will make a contribution, and let's see. I saw Kentucky. Oh, we need like a few more people from Kentucky. Michigan is primed here for some cav, and there was another one. I swear, must have been Connecticut. Must have been Connecticut. And excuse me. We'll give ourselves some artillery, not from Illinois, not from Connecticut. District of Columbia is good for getting artillery. And who else? Rhode Island. Yeah, they're also good for artillery. And let's see, the ones who are coming along, they're coming along there. They got mixed cav weapons. Oh, that reminds me. That's something I need to do. Not here, though, but we got to go back to these. Not them, even. Not them so much, but we'll come back to them. Yeah, we got to go back to these groups and upgrade. Particularly the cavalry need to get their. I know we have some really good cav units that are still, shooting Merrills. And if they're that talented and they got Stormers, let's give them Maynards. Jocelyn's are fine, but let's get them off the Merrills because we'll give them to the more junior cav that are coming up. But usually these guys are the ones who are going to do a lot more damage with those because they have, like these guys, Stormer level 3. Crappy leader, but really good quality rank and file. So, yeah, Maynards to them. And let's just see if we've made that. Okay, and lastly, some more Maynards to them. And then with all of those Merrills back in stock, we can start distributing those to the new cav. And when they prove their worth, we can give them something a little bit better. But let's not do that too soon. Merrills, and this reminds us that, yet again, we're going to need more cav when the time, or more cav weapons. Well, yeah, always more cav. That's my solution to most problems. But I hate giving. How much longer is this going on? 8,000 pieces have been delivered. So we got 2,000 more. That'll give us 3.5. That'll give us almost enough to probably not quite equip everyone, but we'll burn that bridge when we get there. They're rock and roll. That was going to be one development. And the other development is going to be the other core we're going to create is going to be one in Missouri. But I want to. I don't want them all in the same spot. Look, you're not going to like this, but go there and do that. We don't have to run at 1x speed. My goodness, the campaign would actually probably take longer than the Civil War at that point. But I remember there was some weird happening up here where I had a fort that was attacked. There's not really more to that story, but I just must have been that North Carolina. Oh, the Confederacy got Revenue Act 2. All right. I thought they were doing Revenue Act 1. That's what my crappy intelligence report told me. But anyways, that will be a boon to them. But you do know where you need. No, you don't know where you need to go. All right. So yet again, we've lost a movement order. Let's try to follow that one through. Scouting. Yes, yes. Okay. And now should be moving. Famous last words, I'm sure, but linesmen, they have good training because they've been around for about a year and a half, but probably haven't really. I don't know if they've seen a battle. I don't think they have. Down here, we were unable to engage this fort. I don't know if I really believe this. Let's try moving all of these over here, but okay. Maybe we'll get in like this. Never not. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, that was in the Atlantic. All right. Well, we're going to try here. I don't know. It's holding up fairly well. Disaster. Atlantis machine, desperate, being thoroughly outmanned. Sure. Sure, that's what happened. We probably do need a decent squadron over here. Just to do some stuff. Let's see if we can give them anything. Yeah. We'll give them some stuff. Help them win those engagements. Steam frigate's gonna. I think that'll be okay against most of the ships I expect to see, but we'll wait and confirm that. I know McDowell, right? Yeah, McDowell's almost at the point where he can start scouting, and then he can really start recovering readiness. If any of these were okay, so McClellan's actually in the best state, but he's not close. I think I'm waiting for Kelly to get up here, and then I want to run him down this road and try to take Norfolk. I mean, right now we've taken Richmond, and there's a lot of good, and Petersburg, and there's a lot that's good to that, but we want to start taking those other towns, cities, whatever, and start draining their support. Right now we're doing okay. There's 78. We're looking to settle around 83 or so, and that's we're slowly separating ourselves from them. But yeah, this is not a super pace. Recruitment offices. The next hit is going to be 7 million. Yeah, it's going to take a while. So, but we are researching the recruitment bounties. That's an okay one. We can also do military 2 for that. We can do emancipation. Then we can do USCT. We can do enrollment act. Enrollment act isn't necessarily going to help. I don't think it helps with increased recruitment base. Oh, it does increase the recruitment base. Oh. All right, I thought it just increased the reinforcement speed. All right, well, that's still good. And what's this? Uh-oh. We're retreating. And now we've won something. I don't know what is going on here. Yeah, you ought to actually go to port. You need some work done. And here, not sure what exactly is happening there. I've heard nothing about what's going on down here. Ah, we took the fort. Oh, no, we didn't. That was... All right, you're not engaged, I guess. I guess there's... Oh, we did take the fort. Okay, then. That's actually good to know. Let's see. Nope. We ain't doing that. Right. Pretty much everybody there is in decent shape. Let's pull them back to here. What was that? Atlantic Blockading Squadron. All right, that's them. How are we? We're a little more banged up, but still pretty good. Certainly in conjunction with the other fleets here. Why not repair you, and why not repair you? Because again, the 3 of you steaming against this one fort. Now that we don't have to fight both forts simultaneously, we push in there. What we don't want is to have to engage. I find that I don't know that this works for the human player. I think it should, but when you, as a fleet, you have to engage a fort and a fleet simultaneously, it feels like you always lose. Even though I think they're counted as, I don't know if they're counted as separate or whatever engagements, but I've run into the AI either accidentally or on purpose doing this, particularly over, it's around, it actually I think is Savannah, where there's a fleet that like sits kind of where this is here, and you end up engaging this fort, and you just make no headway. So there's that. Yeah, for real, you should return to port. And I'm not sure. Yeah, probably waiting for other stuff to come along. But when it does, we'll try to put a damper on the goings on in Charleston. I said this in the last video, but you know, the CSA needs to get moving with them. They need to get moving with them. You know, there's nothing really happening here they need to worry about. All right, we have a ton more Springfields. That's great. We actually did have the option to build a railroad. I think I looked at this a couple episodes ago, and I was not interested because it just didn't seem we were going to get. It was going to take a long time to get our money back. But you know, the way this campaign is going, maybe long-term investment's not a terrible thing. Let's get us 6.8. I'll get us 17 million for 16 million. I guess 14 for 13. Ugh, that's terrible. Cost 22 to get 8.2 back. That costs 17 million for 6.5 million back each year. Oh my goodness! I think we'll go down to the bottom and maybe get that one around. Chicago and Cairo. That gives us 20 million for 17 million. That one will probably do. Yeah, Chicago and Cairo it is. We'll start construction on that, but it probably won't actually pay off until late 63 if the campaign goes that long. We'll see. Over here, let's all right, let's make a campaign for Chattanooga and Knoxville. I don't know what make a campaign means, but I said it. So we're going to push. Who's got good readiness? All right, you move up first. You can stay in scouting. And we'll move Miles up. We'll move Reynolds up. And we'll cheat Richardson up a little bit. I don't know if he's going to stay green or not, but if we do get this part of Tennessee, Eastern Tennessee, that would be, of course, very nice. And if we don't get all of it, it's also okay. Okay. It's okay. Where are my armies here? All right, so then we'll go here with you. Excuse me. And then we have, if we don't get Knoxville, if we got too much else going on, it's not great to leave Nashville completely naked, which I actually did. But luckily, the AI ignored me, as it is likely to do these days, and just said, no, we ain't doing that. But seriously, I'd actually like to go ahead and move down and try to take Chattanooga. But if we get pressed too heavily from the west, then we'll deal with that. But yeah, the other plan is to get a new independent corps in Missouri, and maybe, maybe just get an army together. Maybe it's time to create an army and then just attach these two independent corps to it. I'm thinking that might be, that might be the way now. All right, recruit a new army. Of course, and we'll give it one corps to start off with, and then we'll attach the others later. It's going to be tricky. I don't know if the numbers are going to be there to get everyone in. We'll try our best. Okay, call you. Anybody who's good for Cav but nothing else. It's hard because you got to have more than 2,500 but less than 3,000. Alright, then let's not worry about that yet. And we'll take some from Pennsylvania, and we'll take some from Ohio. Thank you. All right, now we may just take from somewhere that could give us infantry. Oh no, Kentucky, prime candidate for cavalry, and all right, but for real, we really should take from somewhere that has enough. All right, we'll throw them in there, and then we'll get 2 batteries going. Minnesota, sure, and yeah, we've recruited a lot from Michigan. Give them a break. All right, so that'll be that, and then transfer, yeah. Take the Army of Southwest Missouri and we'll drop it under Baird. And we'll take the Army of the West and we'll also drop that under Baird. And they're now happily in the same spot. It is odd that this time when we created an Army in Missouri, I don't know if it's because it was an army and not an independent corps, it creates it all there. Whereas when we created the independent corps, that's the Army of the Southwest Missouri there, they start way up here. I don't know what that's about. Oh. Oh! Oh no. Well, these are the things that are happening when, or these are the things that happen, I guess, when you're not paying attention. So we could go up 80,200 guns against 45,000 men and 50 guns, and then hope that 17 hours later people show up. I mean, what else do I do? Actually, no, I don't think we need to do that. Let's see what we do here. No. Stop. Can we switch you out of scouting and switch you out of scouting? And then we'll try to auto-resolve this. Or then we'll try to fight this. Alright, they appear to be out of scouting. Tell me you guys are too. It just seems a bit odd that if the cavalry are out scouting, like, everything has to show up late. Okay. Get in there. Oh, I don't have an option to... Oh. Huh. That's not fun. Let's see. Who else? Anybody else have these options? The late joiners? No. Can you move in? Well, this might be how a campaign... Not the entire campaign 11, but this might be how this incursion ends. Interesting. The armies are already engaged. Oh. Well, we'll see what the auto-resolve thinks of all this, but, yeah. All right, while that's going on, yeah. Come on there, gents. Let's try to make it to Chattanooga this year. Second Corps, you can move down. Yeah, since I don't think they're going to be called on as reinforcements, they can keep doing their thing. Army of Indiana's probably in a fine position for what they need to do. I don't know how close we are to getting back in scouting. Not actually that close for a relatively new force. But that's okay. Baird needs to really move up. Yeah, and this looks like it's going to have to be a 63 push, given where we are. There is naval stuff we can do. And so we're going to try to do that. Push in here. And take this fort. And then from there, it's New Orleans, and, yeah. trying to think how long. Man, still 21 days for those bounties. Project-wise, how are we doing? How are they doing? All right, so their morale and support is draining because we are getting a push on them. Oh, we lost. A disaster for the Union. Oh, no. Here, we'll take you out of scouting. What's worse is that it looks like their retreat paths are horrendous. Are they all going the same way? Is McClellan? Yeah, McClellan's going back to D.C., and now these three armies are going to go back to Richmond. This is bad. Let's think here. What could we do? These armies really aren't in any condition to push. Maybe to distract. That ain't going to happen. Richardson. Maybe we'll move Miles, but not Richardson. And then just allow the Third Corps to move in there. What do overall numbers look like? So we actually have an advantage. I think when this unit gets enough readiness, we might send Lyon in on his own just to test the Missouri State Guard and find out what their numbers are actually like. Battle of Biloxi Bay. Alright, well that's... What on earth are you doing, man? You're supposed to be in this fight. Chaos. Chaos. This is bad, though. The three different... Oh, my gosh. Look at how far they had to go. All right, we're going to try to get their readiness up and hope for the best. This is just... Yeah, it's bad. All right, McClellan is there. He's on home ground, so he'll get readiness back the fastest. That's the good news. Excuse me. I'm looking for other good news. I'm not coming up with much. Yeah, all right. So they're not going to be able to scout. I can probably get them back to Richmond. McDowell is just going to have to eat it. But the plan will be for McDowell to eat it. Take you guys out of scout. That's not going to help. All right. Well, the plan is for McDowell to bear the brunt of this. Just take all of the attacks first and then bring these two armies in as reinforcements. That's what counts as my plan. Oh, that's right. They're in enemy territory. They can't move. All right, so now we got to wait for Patterson to get up to yellow. He's getting there, but he's got to get up to yellow so I can issue him a movement order inside of enemy territory. All these little things. All of these little things. All right, they're panicked, but that's... Can we actually just get on the railroad and move? I mean, all I need is for McClellan to get there. That's all I need. I don't really care about the morale state. I'll take the next fight. Let's take him out of scouting. Right? We saw how well that worked. My goodness, man. Take your movement orders. Doesn't look like they took those movement orders. There we go. Yes. What is going on? All right. Anyways, something's happening there. Probably shouldn't take my eyes off of other things that are going on. It's a lesson I have not, apparently I have not learned well. Probably at all, but wondering how greedy I could get. I actually know how greedy I could get. And the answer is very greedy. I'm not sure that's the right play though. I'm thinking about, maybe steal a march on Georgia here. say screw Tennessee in my supply line. That just sounds so bad, though. It sounds so bad. It'd be better to bring in the Army of Ohio and have them just hold in Nashville and then push Atlanta after that and force the CSA to come meet us. Oh my goodness, man. We're actually losing readiness? What on earth? There's just chain running away. I don't even know what forced them to move out of here. Well, that's bizarre. McClellan has his orders. He just he's not loving them. I don't know how this is gonna go, man. So they don't actually have anybody. Canty's Corps does 17,000. All right. All right. Well, that's okay. It's probably also time for a new. All right. So we, Biloxi Bay. That was the naval battle. It's probably also time for another army here to just hammer down Winchester. But I think the problem is just recruiting numbers at the moment. That I think is going to be our bottleneck. And there's no, as far as I can tell, there's no quick way to deal with that. Where are you going? No. Yeah, some of you can go over there, but some of you... Hold on. You have amphibious attack? All right, good. Some of you we need for other operations. Because if we can get those squadrons up here to interdict some of these movements on the Mississippi, or if we can get them to interdict some of the movements reinforcing Tennessee from the south, we can set them here and elsewhere. We can just blast their reinforcements as they come along. So we'll see. Ooh, this looks bad. Anderson score. Oh, it's only 3,100. All right, so it's not as bad as I originally thought. I think this Army of the South, I think they heard me, and their 3,100 troops are just absolutely scaring the heck out of Patterson. All right. So they're sailing down there and they're moving down there. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, man. I don't know. It's the race for Richmond. Welcome back. Who is back? Captain Doubleday. I don't remember losing him. Who apparently he was both wounded and his reputation tarnished. Man, talk about talk about a bad battle. It's like, ugh. All right. Okay. Oh, I know. That's why things are moving so slow. Yet again, oh, and they've called off the Missouri State Guard. So, I'll get greedy now. I won't wait. Yeah, we'll do some forced marching. We haven't had our practice forced marches yet. Those are fun. All right, we're going to move you up. We could probably actually put them in scouting. All right. We're going to move you up. You're on home territory, but we're going to let you scout up a little bit and then move up. Interesting. We haven't changed over months, so we don't know what's going on with their recruiting, but they... Up to 168,000. Yeah, I mean, they're supposed to be going for about 92.5% of whatever I have. They don't appear to be doing that at the moment. All right, we have Chattanooga. And the support drain is continuing, though for us, it's also going down for reasons... I'm not sure. We're at 81, they're at 75. So now the spread is 5, I think, right? Oh, this looks ugly. Oh, and they just got pushed back for absolutely no reason. Oh my... What the heck happened? It must be a morale thing. All right, stop. All right. Where is everyone here? Let's see. Department of Pennsylvania, you're unstable. All right, that's what's going on. It's a morale thing. That's fine. You go back to where you're going, And can I destroy it? I can't even destroy it. Too bad. You're unstable. That's fine. We're going to get you out of here. McClellan, you're entrenching. Do not entrench. No. No, 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 no. No. Bad McDowell. I don't... What is wrong with you, man? Could you take a way that was not going to... Oh, it's because of these things. All right, I got it. Yeah. We'll have you do that. Department of Pennsylvania, we're going to give you the same orders. But you probably won't... Let's just give you orders that use not railroads. Okay? We'll see how that does. Don't expect much. All right, McClellan's back to the safety of D.C., where he likes to be. We have nothing ready to move here. That's fine. But if we go for the cities, towns, and all that other... we ran ourselves out of supply. Huh. Huh. I would say the best laid plans. Those plans don't seem well laid. Let us see what we can do here against some of these forts. I'm not sure how much combat experience those troops have, and I'm not even sure if the siege would count and help them, but I hope it does. All right, we're over in Carrollton, where they have abandoned pretty much everything. Good for us. We're out of supply. That was to be expected. Actually, it wasn't. I really thought that they build a supply depot around Carrollton, but maybe that's what I do. Another officer has been rehabilitated. Patterson. Apparently, we had some problem with him. And Atchison's Corps. I wonder if they tried to cross here, and they got dunked on by Rogers' Mississippi Squadron. Anyhow, whatever the case was, why? Why do you go this way? This isn't really a fight I'm looking for. Potomac Flotilla, not sure what you're going for here. It's not the way in. That's an odd pathing. Yeah, it's because of the readiness thing. I should have sent them back a while ago, but I get why they're... I guess I get why they're doing it. But yeah, let's push these little harassers back. And, man, I can't believe that Virginia campaign collapsed like that because I was not paying attention at all. I was, actually. I just thought I was recruiting and it wasn't taking up that much time. Apparently it was. Oh. Wait, are you retreating again? Oh my goodness, man. I think they might just be lost, and we kind of got to write them off. That's what I'm thinking. While I'm here, and we're low on manpower too. So I think it's, yeah, trying to move to where they aren't. That's the play over here, and then beyond that, not too sure. Lion is missing what? No, I'm not trying to switch him out. I'm just trying to find out. 18,000 seems low, considering they have 3 brigades. Oh, it's Dietzler who's low. So what we should really do is switch him with him. Yeah. That way, those two are more comparable in size. All right, so something's going on there. Maybe there's just... Or they're from Kansas. And I would doubt that Kansas has a ton of troops looking to reinforce. They have none. So that's why. Support's low out in Kansas. I'm not even sure how we got them to begin with. So, oh well. All right, you're doing something. You're mustering. That's fine. All right, then. Well, see, they're never going to get there. They're just going to get harassed probably until they just dissolve. Fine. Meanwhile, the third core, which was at 40% supply before, has it. Okay, so it's up to 63%. Yes, yes. All right, you move here. Oh, here. Sure. And now the second corps can try to besiege that. And all right, we got to get out of here because we're just going to end up in these repeated. Yeah, it's already happened, kinda. Here, you need to move over here. Kind of just let the rest of this conflict avoid you. And you all, why on earth would you think that's the way in there? All right, you go there. And you go, well, nope. That is just weird pathing. All right, we should have a September intelligence. So, yeah, too late. They already got the Revenue Act 2. 8,500 men in 4 brigades. And they're defending his land. Yeah. True, true. Yeah, you should be going to port. You can actually rotate over to here now. I don't get it. If I have this fort, how am I not bombarding that fleet or that squadron every time it comes out? It seems like we should be, right? Farm mechanism. I could do agriculture. That's another backdoor way to get some troops. We have almost enough for another take of propaganda. That'll be nice. Are we? We're probably not. Yeah, we're not. We're not even close here to the next take of recruitment offices. So we kind of just got to eat. Oh. That's a fort battle, so there's not too much we can do about that. All right, we're slowly restocking our stores here. Maybe when we get restocked, I don't know. I don't know if we really want to separate ourselves up here, or if we just want to try to hold and then let these guys come in and do something. All right, that's nice. We'll see how nice in a second. And Enrollment Act 1, Emancipation, Military 3. There are a lot of good options here. I think if this really does increase the recruitment base, I think we got to go Enrollment Act 1. Financially, yeah, we're still doing really well. Really well. Finances, have we maxed everything up here? Well, industry, I'm not trying to get anything. There's nothing I really want. Oh, yeah, right. So there's nothing in the economy because I don't really care too much about the credit rating. Another thing I think to do is to go harder in the paint on politics and get more propaganda. Yeah, more propaganda, more civil order, those kind of good things. Are we going to be able to get Patterson out? Probably. What? Oh yeah, I'm fine doing that. All right. Now your best way out is to go to West Virginia. And I guess we can't do it right now. Let's do it. I don't feel like losing it. Well, if you don't like Chancellorsville Wilderness, and I don't, then you really don't like Shiloh, and I also don't. So, but here we are, heavily wooded map and all that fun stuff. But we're gonna try to find out where they are. Probably should have done this while we were still deploying. We kind of know where they have to be. Excuse me. But we'll move them up. We'll start moving those divisions up. And let's do it quickly. He says, right before he runs into a triple cav brigade ambush here. I would also laugh if my intelligence was wrong. They have like 35,000 men. Surprise. Did we? Oh yeah. Okay, we got scouts out. I did not. Didn't see their faint blue dots trailing them. Okay, so they're up there. Let us push this way. I think that's the way our infantry is going to end up going. So push you up there, and we'll bring you up here. Why not? And that is them just sitting at the farm. Okay. All right. The plan is going to be to swing. No. Well, no. Swing you back here. Move Richardson over there. Set the infantry. Let's see. I guess we could put them there. And then Abbott's over here. Yep. And then we'll move the cav further to the left. Move them up in the woods and then get them around that way. Okay. Also, I only know where one of the three brigades... Okay, now I know where all three of the brigades are. Standing on their horses right underneath the victory point. Just as Casey's manual would have told them to. All right. Here, we'll put that artillery back there. Advance behind our skirmishers when the time comes. We're going to recall our scouts. Try to speed this process up a bit. Are we, we're not that tired. Right, we are fragmented a bit. Crop height doesn't look that high. Let's see if we have shots over here. All right. So our cab is okay. Nope, don't want that. Let's move them over to there. Duval is out. Idle? What do you need to attack? Maybe they don't know. All right, and we'll get them over there. Not really sure what they need to attack either. But we'll push you up. And you up. And you. And now we'll put Burnside over there. Corcoran up there. Matthews can kind of hang out wherever. Get these guys down and loose. Maybe. Alright, Burnside's here. Corcoran's going to continue to push up. Yeah, actually Matthews is fine. I feel like I'm not seeing the 3rd Brigade over here. 2nd? 1st? It actually is the 3rd Brigade. Or are they deeper in the woods? Why am I asking you? 1st? 2nd? Oh, there's 2 1st Brigades. Tricksters. Alright. Yeah, we're going to push you up there. And we're actually going to... No, we're not going to do that. Well, I'm going to try not to do that at least. Alright, I think we're about to get into the fighting. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, bring them up there. Good, good. Strange is when you speed up the time, the cadence of the steps don't increase. Yeah, it kind of has a box. It's just, it doesn't really have a good back box. It should probably try for a triangle at this point. If you have 3 brigades, right? One here, and one here. They kind of have these 2 legs of the triangle down. They now need to have one looking back at the Arc Cav Brigade over there. Yeah, you should probably come in there. Alright, and we've yet again moved back on their part. Alright, and we'll push some skirmishers up here. And here. The goal there is nothing heroic, but just try to have our skirmishers eat their best volleys. Their best volleys will be their early volleys, and then after that, the smoke kind of clouds things up, and they become less accurate. So that actually is a thing. It's not just something I'm role playing or assuming is true. The amount of smoke on the battlefield does have an effect on accuracy, so that's why you want them wasting their best shots on a few guys who are spread. I don't know if they're in... They don't... Oh, yeah, they're not in cover. They are, though. And so that's why they've taken 4 casualties. These guys, the mistake they're making is that they're not spread. We have Cav. Even medium range carbines, we'll try to get close with them. Because, you know, it's what we should be good at. Closer the range, the more accurate we'll be. And they're just there to deal with anybody who tries to move back and get some decent shots off. Okay, we'll move them up as well. This detachment should come up and help here. Alright, so you guys have already engaged for reasons known to you. And alright, you haven't really done anything. Apparently they're probably tired. It's probably marching uphill through the woods, all that stuff you can imagine would not be that great. And yes, this should be Burnside. Push Burnside's brigade up. We're going to push Corcoran's brigade up. Should also push the, I should push Matthews up as well. But yeah, Mansfield we should push up. Yeah, since you're not doing anything, push you up, and we broke one of the 3 brigades, so now we'll move back like this. No doubt these guys are going to need, Duval's brigade is going to need some help. Okay, they're going to try to shoot them, and you know what, let's just make this somewhat simple. We'll try to throw everybody, those 2 cav brigades at this one, and I guess the way we'll help Duval is by, well, Duval can lay down. And that should reduce some of the pressure. Let's see, Burnside skirmishers can come back as well. They've probably done whatever they're going to do at this point. Yes, yes, you come up there. Yeah, they're very tired. What is Cameron Jr. doing? Alright, they're firing. That's good. Alright, now we got skirmishers shooting into these guys. Duval's still taking something of a pounding here. But, there we go. Okay, so yeah, this ended up being a close one. I just realized that I didn't mean that. So it sounded way more sarcastic than it was supposed to be. But I guess Duval's casualties were more than I expected. But intelligence wasn't wildly wrong. It usually isn't wildly wrong, but sometimes it is. Yes, yes. Shoot them. Same with you. Okay. We don't need to watch that. And there it is. Yeah, I mean, it's closer in casualties than I would have thought. All right. So yeah, it was about 3 to 1. In terms of killed, that's fine for us. I mean, it's certainly not a ratio the CSA can keep up. And it also, I'm not sure where the 2nd Corps is, what that engagement is with, but it's not my problem. Wait a minute. Patterson. For real. However you need to get over there. You might as well force march, because, what else are you going to do? Somehow you've stabilized. My goodness, man. You've just gone stupid unresponsive. But yeah, you need to start moving here before you have other problems. There you go. Try to follow that. Alright, we'll see. Hey, their training is very good. I didn't think it was that good, but apparently it is. Alright, you're doing that. McClellan, are you at least... Oh, you're... Okay, you are yellow. Now you can scout. You others, you're kind of close. McDowell, of course, you're never ready, McDowell. And let's see if we can move. I have no... What is up with this path? Like, tell me what this is about. That actually kind of makes sense. All right. That's going on. We should be in repairs over here. Yes, yes. I have no idea what really happened out here. All right, you got ironclad gunboats. Those are good. Not so much over here. Yeah, put that frigate away, and you can get a new one out. That actually works. Yeah, Maybe we'll give you a gunboat rather than a fourth-rate steamer. Yeah, Navy-wise, we don't, excuse me, haven't spent that much. I also haven't really got around to blockading the trade nodes. Now, you actually have the Sea Raiders perk, so let's use it. Oh! Maybe not. What would be the problem? Not sure. They also have the Sea Raiders perk. Not sure what their problem would be. The mystery continues. Maybe we'll give you the Sea Raiders perk and have you go up there and do a thing. And we'll see how long it takes me to forget about you. Probably not long. Whoa! So our squadrons were moving down here. Let's see if any of these actually make it to where they're supposed to. Just out of curiosity. But I know I should watch land battles because this is how accidents happen. Okay, they're engaged there. Maybe you should be left in scouting. I'm not sure how much readiness we're going to be able to muster from elsewhere. Now, the Third Corps looks, you know what? We're going for it. We're going for it. They're supplied enough for my purposes. Send them in. And for largely role-playing reasons and no other reason, we'll move them there. I don't know if that makes sense, but we'll do that. How is this siege going? All right, it is going in our favor. That's nice. Atchison's Corps. Now, they were over here before. I don't know if they tried to get across and got routed and ran across or what they did. Odd. Ooh. So I must have got the supply depot direction wrong. For some reason I thought it was up higher. It is not. It is not. Alright, we're going to let them sit where they are. And I think line is... I don't know. What he's going to do with those supplies. If another army comes in and steel chairs him, well, like getting steel chaired with anything, he's done. Alright, but you're scouting. You can now scout. You should have been scouting. I don't know that it matters all that much. Alright, and Patterson has made his getaway. Is that actually a battle flag? It's just... so now it says... I swear I read the Confederacy passed the Revenue Act already. Now, that should also impose a hit to their support. A hit I took earlier. So we're going to rock at about 81, and they are down to 73. So that is very good for us. I did not take it into account earlier when I thought things were closer and I made the support, kind of done the support stuff so that I would have money available. The balances are stabilizing, but still not good. They're sitting at a single B, a B+. Now, we did finish the bounties. Let's see if that actually helped. Oh yeah, that helped. Oh yeah, that helped. Alright, so that gave us 133,000. So, we are going to create a couple things we can do. We could either have this army be the other army that focuses on Virginia and create a new force maybe in Kentucky that helps in the center. I don't know, I feel like using this force, though, potentially from Lynchburg to Charlotte and maybe help cap Knoxville could help both pushes. So then where do I need another army? I mean, eventually this army is going to hang out in western Arkansas and then try to work its way east. Yeah, I'm not sure that force can actually battering ram its way through Virginia. I'm not sure it'll be so easy to get back in, so this will just hang out. And we'll create a new army. A lot of housekeeping stuff I haven't been keeping up. We've got to equip those new corps with better rifles. Recruit a new army, the Army of Pennsylvania. Alright, first quarter rollout. Start at the bottom again, I guess. Yeah, let's draw from those who have more to give. No. There we go. New York. Indiana. And then I think even if there is a penalty for kind of drawing from the same place twice, if we overdraw from some of the places that already have a lot in the field, they're not going to be able to replenish as easily. I think we'll take again from here and keep our fingers crossed. Rhode Island, sure, another battery. And who do we got? Colorado, District of Columbia, sure. All right, that's the first one of those. We'll move over to Pittsburgh. And we'll get recruiting there. Still not sure what I want to do with you guys. What I want their third perk to be. Naval engagement, Battle of the Mississippi. Ooh. I think there's supposed to be a third squadron. Huh. No idea what happened to them. Ah, yes. Well, we did bring the amphibious vehicles perk, so of course that's why that's happening. I don't... Man, for the life of me here. I'm surprised they're doing that well. It's just got to be a readiness thing. I mean, they got a cotton-clad. They should have a bunch of cotton-clads. All right, we now have our second battalion, but there definitely was a third here. Definitely was. You know what we're going to do with this? We're going to make them Sea Raiders, and we're going to set them down here. I have no idea what happened to that fleet. Let's see. Gulf. Sure, we can give you a flag. Sure, that's a good one. But that's not the one. It's not that one. Okay, so our cav weapons are also done. Which reminds me of the point that we didn't equip a lot of our corps with better weapons, and we should have. Still hasn't finished. Fort Jackson in Louisiana. Alright, so those are some of the ones that guard the southern approach to the Mississippi. Alright, we're going to get another take of propaganda. Good, good. And nothing recruitment offices. Subsidized agriculture is good, but we're going to hold out for farm mechanization. Cincinnati North and East. I must have been constructing that and forgot about it. That sounds right. That sounds like something I would do. Alright, you're in okay condition. We should be able to march you down there. And, I don't know what you'll be able to do, but you'll be down there. And down here. Ooh, glorious victory at Fort Smith. LA, Houston, and Brashear. Yeah, that was definitely them. Alright, we're going to move you up. My goodness, man. I have no idea what's going on with this pathing. Well, we're going to move you through there and try to take out New Orleans Squadron. Atlantic Squadron, is this... Yeah, that's them. Atlantic Squadron 2... Alright. Delaware Bay... I just don't know. I do not know. Do I really have to, like, nurse this all the way up? And we disintegrated that squadron. That's nice. And we have captured Atlanta. All the treasures it holds. We've made quite a bit of progress. What on earth is this? Oh, those are the only forces they have to deal with this? Excuse me. Well, then this was a great push, though this army should be... I guess it was just newly created, so they should be pushing against... What's going on here? Latest intelligence report. They're discussing government funding 3. I think that's right. But nothing new to report on the army construction front. Oh. Said I took Fort Smith. That's Donaldson and Henry, though. Oh, Fort Smith is out here. That's right. So, okay, we did not... I didn't move to get this, but let's go move and get that. Let's move to offensive. That is good to know. All right, up here, 17,000. Are we missing a brigade? Yeah, we are. Right, 22,000, 17,000. Well, that might just have to be the way that is. And maybe they'll just be... Disaster the Mississippi. That sounds... Uh-oh. Oh. Wait a minute. So for whom was this a disaster? Yeah, it had to be for them. Now, these guys were just yellow. Now they're red, so... Trying to hold back a sneeze and narrate this, it's a challenge. I feel like this was almost done a while ago. It's kind of just been sitting here. Can we start moving anyone out here? Indeed we can. So, we're going to move up here to Lewisburg. What are you doing? Nothing? Alright, let's get you scouting. Move you up as well. And, You're not quite up into the green. Maybe send this corps eventually down to try to take Knoxville. And I'm really thinking the 3rd Corps gotta skedaddle before things get too bad here. they've accomplished their purpose of drawing the attention of others, but that needs to end. I have not forgotten about, though I guess they've ignored the order to create the next core over here, but we also got to equip those who are already out there, and that means a lot of you have not gotten done. Weapons! Yeah, these are all done. Let's do 10,000 more of each. Money's no object. And here... And we'll do 3-inch. And we'll complement it with some Napoleons. And we'll give some randoms, the Mississippi. Okay. Merrills. I hate giving them good rifles or good carbines, but just keep our fingers crossed they don't lose them. Did we get everyone else? Looks like we did. Yeah. All right, so we got everyone else there. Army of Pennsylvania, that's not about ready to go out. These, I don't think any of these have gotten done. So we'll do these. This time we'll do parrots. And a complement with smoothbore. Okay, they have Merrills. More Springfields. I think we can also just do auto upgrade. What is it? Why not, right? It saves us clicking. Yeah, they don't really ever seem to figure out the artillery. I guess that means I should probably also go back and check to see. Well, I guess they didn't figure any of this out. Upgrade? Did they do? Okay, they got Springfields here. Okay, well, then they just chose. Here, so we'll do is we'll upgrade them, and we'll throw in some Napoleons there, and over here. There we go. All right, so they are all set. Army of Indiana, I have no idea. I don't remember doing it, but I guess I did. West Virginia Militia, yeah, okay, so I think those are all old. So it's just the Army of Pennsylvania that hasn't had their weapons upgraded. How many Springfields did I have? Again, why am I asking you? 50,000, I get them so quickly, I think we can probably just hold on there. And, yeah, Lions here should be close to the yellow. And now that we have supply, that certainly won't hurt. And, alright, they're moving right along. Should end up in supply at the end of that. And they're not almost ready, so. Okay. Well, they haven't got to us yet. How's everything over here? Eager. Yeah, they're in pretty good shape. As are they. And of course. So, We could probably redo the Peninsula campaign. Right, we just bring McClellan over here, and then we just get ourselves here, and then we can just march on Richmond that way. It would work a lot better, I'm sure, if the Army of Pennsylvania had a force that was also ready to hammer down from the north, but I don't see that happening yet. So we'll wait for that. Army of Pennsylvania is ready for their next new corps, so we'll get that out. More New Yorkers, but we got a lot in the field, so if we start taking a ton of casualties, we're going to have to switch things up a bit, but still, compared to others, I think that they can take it. Anywhere else? Let's see anywhere with more than 10,000. So we'll go back to Pennsylvania and Ohio, and hopefully those wells aren't drained. Ohio. And then we'll grab some cav. Wisconsin is fine. And Indiana, and then I think 6,000, it's 12,000. Oops. 12,000, then this would be 5,000, so that'd be 17,000. You know, we could probably get these a bit larger. Missouri, sure. And then we'll do some batteries, and then we'll also add 2 more brigades to each of the divisions in the other corps. All right, we'll do that. And then take some from Maryland. I feel like we've gone to Indiana a lot. Yeah, let's go to Illinois here. Okay. So that'll be fine for now. Again, let them try to match this build-up. They're not going to be able to. Well, there's still 100,000 troops behind, so we'll see. And their support's falling fast. It's a problem for them because now that they're about 10 points of support behind, not only do they have a smaller population base to begin with, but now that their support is sinking throughout the nation, it's going to be that much harder to get recruits to come out willingly. And they're, I think, finishing their fiscal policy, so I don't think recruitment is going to be that close in coming. All right. Forney's Corps is here. All 2,900 of them. What are they part of? The Army of... I'm not worried about that. We can stay where we are there. That's fine. My goodness, this has to end someday. I understand, you know, we're not, like, inflicting a lot of casualties, but still. Come on, man. I see Hill's Corps lurking back here. Here, we're going to go stand on that crossing in case they try to... In case anybody else tries to cross or they try to cross again. Potomac Flotilla is okay, I guess. No, that doesn't make any sense at all. Go there. Same with you. Alright, you haven't reached your destination. That's fine. There is this... Nope. There's this group. Which I think... Yeah, I guess they're on blockade duty. So we'll send them over to here. And we'll have them blockade. Let's see if... Alright, they've showed up. Stick them on blockade. And, yeah, we'll stick them over there and stick them on blockade. You heard it here first. All right. Oh! A little trickeration. They had way more. Atchison's Corps? Wait. Atchison's Corps... is over here. So is Hill's cavalry. Let me see. But somehow it's Atchison's corps that's engaging me? Wow. I did not see them. They snuck around that Mississippi flotilla I had there. So it's 30,000 against 21,000. Hill's cavalry I previously beat up. I'm going to see what I get. But am I going to do it in this episode? No, I'm not. So I'm going to call this an episode. Maybe I'll save here and I'll mull this over, but I think I'm going to take this battle. And if it just ends up going to complete crap, then we can withdraw on our own terms, and it is what it is, and then we'll fall back. But yeah. Anyways, it's kind of exciting. The CSAs, I think they're in that do or die scenario though, where if they don't turn this back, and they don't do something about I mean, Arkansas is not probably a huge source of recruits for them, but if they don't do something about this, they're going to lose more support here, and then they've recovered in the east, but now they got to throw. It looks like a lot of troops are moving in. Yeah, a lot of troops are moving in here. They're going to try to cut off this third corps. Yeah, that's not really what I'm worried about. It's this third corps here, so we're going to have to pull back over here. And it looks to me like this force, it's just about ready to go. It's also pretty late in the year. I think in the next episode, yeah, we'll fight this battle, but we're also going to pull back and try to hold Tennessee, get this army in Pennsylvania together. This force, McClellan, the old gang, they're ready to go. I would bet that once their readiness is back, Patterson's going to be ready to go as well. And when we're in here in West Virginia, we can push a number of areas, and then we just got to hold here, and then we're slowly trying to path our way up the Mississippi to cut more of these east-west crossings of the Mississippi. Maybe move up here and try to make some progress against these forts, and just solidify our gains, and then go for the final win in 63. So that's my plan. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I look forward to bringing you the next one.